Greetings, listeners. Your host for the night, Zach, here again, introducing you to another episode of Spacers, our Starfinder actual playcast. Our first few episodes back were recorded via Discord, so some audio quality issues will be expected. This podcast and all our other shows are brought to you by the amazing support of supporters such as Noops, Rainweaver, Alec D Devil 1193, Alex Studley, KJ, Chris D, or Rusted Grail, as well as all of our other supporters over on Ko-fi. Thanks for sticking with us through the hiatus. Visit our Ko-fi page to support the shows, get more podcasts, limited stock items, and special unlocks for Spacers and The Call. Thank you for your support. If you're looking for Spacers and The Call merch or other projects we have on the go, please head over to our main website at twistedgearstudios.com. But for now, alas, we left the crew. They've cashed in their favor with Kala, now being sent back to their own timeline a month before their first battle with the Matriarch. The crew begin to hatch their plan to set events in motion that will ensure their victory against Jovac in this time. So last we left off, you had just taken Kala up on her offer at the precipice of the arrival of Jovac and his main forces that are there to discover Kairos Prime for the first time in some prior history. Ooh. Before he actually, places his flag and owns this place as his base of operations for the time being. If I recall, you all decided that your temporal point of destination was to ask Kala to take you back. It wasn't a month. It was 2 months.
To the beginning. Yeah.
2 months, 3 days, 6 hours, and 22 minutes.
Yes, I was going to say, someone put out a very specific number.
Yeah.
I'm glad somebody's good at taking good notes.
I mean, Laurel doesn't remember either, so.
Yeah. As part of your plan...
Tick passed out because I tried to mine the dragon.
Yeah. As part of the plan, Kala was willing to, yes, take you to this point, but you will still be in the Kairos system. However, leaving the Kairos system, you can go to one destination, and Drift will be very different. Drift will allow you to get there very, very quickly, but after that, you're on your own. You determined that the best course of action was to, in some way, shape, or form, give yourselves the ship you currently have before you need it the first time you all ever met on Palamon. So, with that, we begin. You guys are in orbit of Kairos Prime, seemingly from your understanding, approximately 2 months, 6 days, 11 hours, and 22 minutes before the war takes place in which you were supposed to fight Jovac, and you have that much time to set up all of the pieces that you need for your chess game to enact you as winners. We're gonna pick up the morning after. You decided to just take a rest in orbit the night of, whilst I think it was Grek was playing cards with a monkey, as there is a monkey on your ship that has wreaked havoc in certain parts of the ship. Good luck.
Okay, so what was it? 2 months, 3 days, 6 hours, and something. Because we wanted to give ourselves
2 months, 3 days, 6 hours, 22 minutes.
It's fine. It's fine. 5 hours is 5 extra hours for a nap. It's all good.
We used it all up.
You're a day down.
No.
Ah.
No. So, from what I recall, is the ship we have now, was that the one in the garage? What that android had?
Looks like.
Yes.
Yeah. The android's name was 24 or something weird like that. The blue-skinned guy. Yeah, because I'm trying to remember if the ship that we left Palamon on, the ship that we took from that garage, was that this ship?
From your guys' history, at some point the meteor ended up on Palamon. Argus did not remember how she lost the ship. It just disappeared one day on mission, and she tracked it to Palamon and found you guys with it. You all took it and left with it. So at some point, it has to disappear from one place, arrive there, but at some point you guys need a more advanced version of this ship. Piece together as you like.
we think that the version that first disappeared is more advanced, and this is the version that ended up on Parliament.
Yeah, because when we picked it up on Parliament, it was stripped. Remember, it was like
Yeah.
mostly empty. I'm pretty sure it was like a shell of a ship.
Yeah.
Right? So, and it's not like we've actually made the ship much better since we've had it.
Got other things to do.
No. Yeah, other things to do for sure. So basically, we need to make sure that android on Parliament gets this ship. But we also need to find a way to find out where the original ship that Farah lost is. Does anyone? Because where Flinch wasn't in a pile of the games, was there any research or anything done into where the? Well, we wouldn't have known. Why would we even look? We would have thought it was this ship.
Yeah.
Wouldn't
The
the ship
answer
we
might-
were looking for technically be the ship we're on in terms of like identification?
Yeah, I guess it would be the same like VIN.
Did we steal the ship from Argos from the main ship? And that's how it
No.
disappeared in the first place, or no?
That's
It said it was out on a mission when it disappeared.
great.
Did we steal it from the people who were on the mission?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Do we
So-
need this ship, right? Like, once we drop this ship off, do we need it again? Like, once we're here, we can take any ship we need to get where we need to go. We don't necessarily need this specific ship if we give it to our past selves.
But there was no other ship on Parliament.
That's,
Really?
Yeah.
Unless we hijack that ship we made flee.
We could do that.
But
Either way, we need a more advanced ship. We need a better ship.
Well, we
Or
need the
we-
better
Correct
version.
ship is on Palamon
Would
eventually.
if we had one. So we could either find the original version of this ship, which we know was better because this one was stripped for parts, and we know that one disappeared anyways, so no one's gonna miss it. Or what was just suggested that I like, we steal the ship that attacked Parliament when we left it, and we stick to them. Because I won't miss those people. I don't know about you guys.
The problem is that we shot that ship to hell.
Aw, damn it.
Because you had
No,
to
we don't
take
want that
that
ship then.
extra shot when it was fleeing, I think.
We don't want that one.
Well, basically, so does anyone have any ideas of how we could track down where the original ship went?
I have a suggestion. Why don't
Okay.
we look at the ship's logs?
Okay. There are crazier things we could do,
I mean, that's a
and it
given.
wouldn't take long to check. So I'm pretty good at computers. Zach,
Yeah, what's up?
is there some kind of computers check I could make to scour through the system for any clues?
There sure is. Roll me a computer's check.
Is there anyone trained in computers that could help me?
I am trained in computers and I can help you.
Okay.
I'm
What's
not
your
trained, but I have points in it.
It doesn't
That's
matter who.
trained.
So
It doesn't
I can
matter.
help too.
Well, I only can have one person help.
You don't
All
want me.
they have to do is what's your plus on computers, Diantha?
Mine is plus 12, which seems way higher than I think I remember it being.
Oh,
but that's what it
definitely
says in the
choose
sheet.
her. Take her.
So if you roll a d20 plus 12 and don't roll a 1, I'll get a plus 2 on my check.
Okay, let me roll a dice here and see what I get. I rolled a 3.
It's not a one.
That'll be it'll be 15.
Yeah.
15.
So now I
Jesus.
get to roll a computers check with a plus 20 because I got plus 18 naturally.
What was the point of me helping you?
Group effort.
Okay.
Because Flinch is a team
So
player.
basically, Flinch goes into the bridge, starts typing away at the computer. Diantha's standing at his shoulders, like, no, that one. That one. Okay.
So, Zach,
Yeah.
I rolled a 10 on my computer's check, so that would be a 30. Tell me 30 is exactly what I needed, because then Diantha's help was required.
You needed 28 and my help was useless.
You know what? Yes, you needed a 30.
Yeah!
I'm just gonna say that. Yeah, there you go. Oh my god. So to correct me if I'm wrong, you're basically just going through the ship's logs to see where this ship has been.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't think we've ever done.
Nope. You have never looked at the computers of the ship.
I don't think we have.
Okay.
Not for this.
So looking at the computer, it gets a little wonky, as similar to when you first came to the Cairo system. The computers kind of went a little wonky. It said that you've been here, but you couldn't find any records on it. But the ship was like, "Oh, yeah, this is familiar." And you're like, okay. It's strange because it is acknowledging a number of things. The specific information, like the date as to when certain things have happened, are kind of skewed because the internal clock of the ship is kind of fucked, for lack of a better technical term. However, most of the locations are places that you recognize. So Kairos Prime pops up. The Heap shows up. The Purgatory shows up. And the Silurian Belt. An asteroid belt in the Winter System, fairly close to Palamon.
Ah! A clue. Did you say it was the Silurian system or the
Solaran
Belt?
The Solaran Belt.
Silurian belt?
Now, with a 30, so basically I'll say that this is, while you're looking at that, Diantha actually pulls up information on the location. The Solaran Belt is actually a very large ring of asteroids. In fact, it was once an entire solar system that was completely obliterated by some kind of celestial phenomenon. So it's just an entire solar system of several rings of rocks and remnant planets. The nebula that is nearby shattered this place, so there's just lots of rocks to mine and things to steal from, places to hide, potential bases for pirating and things of that nature.
Shit.
Yeah, tons of shady shit could happen here.
No.
Sounds like somewhere that Pharaoh would send a ship on a mission.
Yeah, it sounds like somewhere that Flinch, being an ex-smuggler, probably had issues with pirates. And also, Greg, let's not forget, you stole Bessie. The ship we crashed in the desert. And if this is where pirates are, and it's close to this belt, that ship that attacked Hobbs Shore might have came from there.
So, Greg, because he's brought this up, and because you're the Omni, Greg, I'm just not going to get you to roll for it. This is the place where Borgai actually ran a lot of his operations out of. And whilst you never really gave a shit where you were, you just kind of roamed from place to place, it's possible, very likely, this is where a younger version of you stole Bessie.
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
Maybe.
So, this is... Okay, so Flinch is going to call a meeting in the mess hall, in the lunchroom.
Okay.
Because let's get into some character stuff now.
Yeah. Oh, there's a lot of planning that's required. There's a lot of things that need to happen.
We're not the best at that. Okay, so Flinch is just going to be sitting down waiting for everyone to show up. I'm going to put it over comms. Everyone in the mess hall. Important stuff. Yeah.
I'm gonna walk in with my scarf on, so I'm Clippy. Obviously, I'm Quickly too.
I can't believe this bit's still going.
And I'm just gonna do what do what Cliptic does. I make myself a cup of tea.
Okay.
Greg is stirring something in a pot. You're not sure what.
And of course, Diantha already knows because she was with me at the computers figuring out this information.
Assuming you're going to go with Flinch there, Diantha?
Yeah.
Laurel, do you heed the call of...
Sorry, I show up. I kind of wander in after everyone else is already there. I'm assuming this is like morning.
Yeah. Late morning.
Okay.
We're in space. It's
space time.
Morning. I'm gonna wander in.
Morning.
I have my gun out. I'm looking suspicious. There's a monkey on this ship.
Greg just keeps stirring the pot. Metaphorically and literally.
Laurel, roll me a perception check. Or sense motive. Roll me a sense
Did you
motive.
kill the monkey and eat it?
Sense motive?
Yeah.
Are you cooking monkey stew right now?
Oh wow, that's actually a good roll. Wow, 18.
Greg, roll me... Oh, maybe not. Greg, roll me a bluff check.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you just playing like cards with this monkey? Did you kill this monkey in cold blood?
We don't know.
I love it. I love it so much.
I rolled an 8 on the dice. I have a 17 in total.
Oh my god, really?
Laurel.
It's a charisma.
Laurel.
Listen, it's charisma based, okay?
Greg is acting
Greg is still
fishy.
Greg.
You say something about a monkey, Greg is acting fishy. And that's not to say what's in his pot.
I take a seat very close to Greg and I just watch him.
Can't believe that
Greg
worked.
stirs the pot.
Literally and figuratively.
Figuratively and figuratively.
Well, we're gonna leave that not in this conversation. We have things we need to talk about.
Yeah, Diantha and I figured out something. Yeah, we think we know where the original meteor was lost.
That version's better, right?
Well,
Natty Monkey's
it
on
would
it.
not be stripped
better
apart.
guns.
I would imagine so. The crew that owned that ship was, well, they didn't live in a bunch of cardboard boxes, so I imagine it's better.
Well,
I'm in.
if they went missing, they were probably like taken by pirates, which means the original crew mightn't even be alive. And we just need to take the ship back from the pirates, which would be less of a moral quandary than if we had to take the ship from non-pirates.
Do I remember who this crew was?
I don't think we asked.
I
No,
feel
no.
like I worked there before you guys. got there,
Diantha's
so I
been
think I
working
would
on the
know.
ship for a while.
Okay.
You would know that this is actually so Chef Blue is currently the only Skittermander. Last you were on the Heap was the only Skittermander. You did have another Skittermander who was the captain of this ship. His name was Mabiras. So Mabaras. Mabaras was a very eccentric, eye patch wielding pirate-like character of like the most stereotypical pirate of old age you can think of. But this was captained by Captain Mabiras at one point. He had a crew of 4.
Okay, I relay that information.
Skittermander? Those things are crazy.
That feels maybe like a stereotype we shouldn't enforce.
Weird.
That we shouldn't enforce.
The rat looks at you quizzically.
Fliptick over his tea is going to be nodding because I was forced to work for one on the ship because someone basically made him think that I stole all the baguettes. And I look at Greg. So
Greg's tasting his soup and just goes, "The best baguettes."
Well, either way, the way I see it, we still have to get off of Palamon to get to the Solarian Belt. So we still need a ship to get there.
Well, we gave ourselves extra time, remember?
So are you saying we get the ship and like split our crew in two?
Well, basically, we go get the ship we're going to go on because we need to strip this ship to be the same it was when we got it.
Well, if we just voluntarily sell it to the android you guys got it from, wouldn't he strip it himself?
No, because he said he found it.
He found it stripped.
Yeah, like he found it. He didn't buy it. It was salvage. And I remember that the ship wouldn't fly and I had to fix something to do with an exhaust pipe. So I will damage it so he can't sell it right away the exact same way we found it. So when he takes it in a scrap, it'll be waiting for our future past selves.
Oh my god.
To take it.
Oh, God.
And I know I can fix the problem because I already did. So it makes sense I'd be the one to break it.
Okay.
So are we saying that there's going to be one point in time that we're going to have both ships sabotage the one to leave it behind and then take that ship onward? That's what we're saying?
Yeah, I think.
All right.
Unless somebody has a better idea.
And we have two people who can successfully pilot two ships. I could pilot, but I'm not.
I can.
Well,
I mean,
not bad at it.
I can pilot too.
All right, fair enough. We'll have to split our crew in half. One half on one ship, half on the other, until we can offload this one.
Well, I'd say, one step at a time. We just don't die getting the original ship, and then we'll decide how to do it, I guess.
All right. Well, let's go and get our old ship first, then.
So where are we going exactly?
To the Solarian Belt.
I've been there before.
The salad belt, something like that.
I don't think that's called the salad belt. I have the data right here. Belt.
It's the field green belt.
That's not even a similar word. It's completely different.
I'm definitely
We're going where?
The taco guacamole belt.
There's not a single consonant in the thing you just said. That's in the thing that I said.
Okay,
that's fine. You want to go. His sounds cooler.
I thought you said the Solarian Belt, but if it's the taco guacamole belt, then
no. It's the Solarian Belt. So we have to go to the Solarian Belt.
It's next to Palamon.
Yeah, I don't want to go there.
Area.
Well, we need to go there. We need to go there after.
I have a question. Why, Greg, do you not want to go there? You're kind of like the don't give a shit kind of person. So why would you not want to go there?
So you went in that time stone thingy, so I think we're supposed to listen to you. Which is weird.
So okay, so you remember that when we all first met that Flinch and I had been in a ship?
No, we weren't. We were just wandering the desert.
Right, okay, yes. We were wandering the desert.
Weren't you the ones that were being shot at? But just they were hitting everybody, so...
About that.
Mistaken identity.
Greg turns around and goes back to stirring his soup.
Okay, so basically, all the cards are going to be on the table. All the cards are on the table. We crash landed a ship on Parliament in the autumn wastes, right? Now, I know that comes as a shock because we've always held that we weren't on that ship. I know it's a shock. Okay. So, technically, loosely, the ship wasn't exactly ours.
Okay.
It belonged to some pirate guy. Bori Gory Mies or whatever his name is. Bogtrog, whatever. The board guy, you know? And I needed to get away from there because I was in trouble for other things. And Greg needed to get away from there because Greg is Greg.
In my defense.
You don't have a defense.
No. This time, it was not my fault.
What do you mean this time? It's never your fault. Ever.
Oh, yeah, right. I forgot. Yeah. Right.
But anyway.
Wait, what?
So, he or it, I'm not sure what the thing is, board guy. He,
Wait, is he a robot?
Oh, I don't know. I never met him. Or it. I don't know who. Greg knows more about that.
Haven't killed a robot yet.
He has a heart like one.
Oh. That's surprisingly deep. Future Greg.
What?
But he came to Hobbs Shore shooting up the place looking for Greg. And that's when we all met, right? We all became great friends and we got him to flee and stuff. And yeah. But that's the area we got to go to find the OG meteor.
I'm sorry. This is all new information for me. Why is this Bogtrog, whatever his name is, going after Greg?
Greg stole Bessie from him.
So
that's not why.
Oh, why? That's all you told me, you little green goblin. That's not the best insult, but there you go.
Physical descriptor.
You human.
You exactly how you appear.
There was some other stuff. Case of I got blamed for something by somebody else who kind of like betrayed me, and then he said that something was my fault, but of course it wasn't, because nothing's ever my fault. And then I had to like flee for my life.
You couldn't have been more vague in a single word you just said.
Greg doesn't.
Yeah.
Okay, so now, Greg, I feel you've been lying to me since we met. I thought board guy was after us for Bessie. What did you do? What were you blamed for doing?
Doesn't matter.
Well, it does, because the best way to find the other ship is to probably use you as bait.
We are not using me as anything.
That's no different than normal, Greg. That's no different than
Goblins are not bait.
And this time he looks like you have made him mad. Like he's personally offended.
Let's maybe mediate this a little bit. We have two places that we have to go in whatever order we go in them. Either we go to Palamon first and hijack a different ship after we plant this one and take it to the Solarian Belt, or we go to the Solarian Belt first to get our ship and drop this ship off. So, which one do you want to do first? Do you feel more confident in our ability to steal a ship from Palamon, or more confident in taking our ship from bandits or whatever.
And zero
whoever has it.
confidence in Parliament having decent ships.
Can I ask the GM something?
Absolutely, you can.
Because I lived on Palamon, would I know of any flyable ship within the vicinity?
No. The sheer fact that you found this ship and were able to fly is a miracle.
Okay, so I could be with relative confidence that that was probably the only ship that was in that
Palamon
area.
is the very definition of the ass end of the galaxy. Some Kasathan in the past made a big claim to say that it was the next gold mine of the frontier, was made bank on the lie, and then everyone that ended up settling there was never able to leave again. You
Okay,
literally
so
you
I'm
literally
gonna
went there
turn-
because people are stranded and they needed medical help.
That's right. Okay. So I'm gonna turn to my crew and be like, I wouldn't even. I would suggest that we steal a ship from this Solarian belt because I purposely went and chose to live on Palamon so that there doesn't a lot of traffic. I was trying to hide. So as far as the ship that was there, basically a miracle. So I would highly suggest that we go to this belt first, steal this ship, and then drop off the old one. Does that make sense?
All right, that sounds like the only path that we have available to us. So,
All right, it's fine. Let's do that. Besides, I don't look the same as I did then. Maybe he won't recognize me.
I feel like you're also a lot stronger than you were then. So I don't. Whoever this was that was screwing with you will probably not have a very good time doing it now.
You should.
Oh, can I get you to write that down so I can show it to you later when you're insulting me?
That was just an objective truth. But don't look any deeper than that in what I just said.
That was
I mean, it
just
still
an
sounded like a
objective
compliment.
truth.
There's no depth. It's fine.
Don't trick me into being nice.
Oh my god! Holy
Now-
fuck!
Greg you're really upset at me for what I said, but just because you don't understand the words that Dieta just said to you, it was mean.
Ow.
What?
I'm gonna go back to stirring soup.
When you turn back, you notice that Laurel has started eating it.
That's her funeral.
Laurel, make a Constitution check. Fortitude saving throw.
$17.
She's just chowing down on the soup, man.
Okay.
What? What is that?
I found it in the cargo hold.
You found what in just a bowl of soup? What is in there? What did you put in there?
Probably monkey.
Listen. If you eat it and it's delicious, does it matter what's in it?
I don't think it's delicious.
Laurel seems to be okay with it.
You keep stirring the pot.
Well,
That's
you know what?
disgusting.
I'm going to just stop engaging in that this exists because it's not
And things go
relevant.
back to normal.
Okay, so we're settled. We need to go to the Solarian Belt from Toot
We'll go
Sweet,
to
as
the
far
Iron
as
Belt
I'm
to
concerned.
I'm pretty
find
sure
the
it's
old meteor.
yeah. I'm pretty sure it's called the crispy chicken pecan belt from Boston Pizza.
Oh my god.
We can't say brands. We aren't sponsored.
Oh, sorry, cut that out. Cut it out.
Is that even a menu item at Boston Pizza?
It
Don't,
should
don't
be.
keep saying it.
Y'all are
At Schmatz
crazy.
and Schmitza?
Space
Schmatz
pizza.
and Schmitza, yeah.
Star pizza.
Zach,
Yeah, what's that?
is it possible from the records I just pulled up on the meteor to figure out where the meteor was located in the salad belt, the Solarian belt.
Oh my god.
The salad belt.
Well, I'm a Yosoki.
Just trying to
That-
figure I've got something here I don't.
Doesn't
Okay.
mean you can just not say words.
I do say words. Salad is a word.
He's not wrong. All right, in terms of exact positioning, there's actually a chunk of time where it looks like the ship is powered down. Roll me a computers check. Actually, I think this will be an interesting way to learn this fact. I was going to have it come up another way, but since you're asking about it, roll me a computers check.
Deantha, would you like to help me?
I rolled another 3, so 50.
Oh, so I rolled a 17.
Jesus.
37.
Okay.
What is the point of dice in this game?
It's it's fair. So flinch, you're like, where exactly was this? It doesn't show you exactly where. It just there is at some point shortly after entering the Solarian system belt, it was shut down due to an attack, as a major engine malfunction was what caused the ship to shut down.
Okay. So if we know where it was attacked, that might be a spot that the pirates continually hit or something.
Yeah, well. The best lead we have.
But they took out the good media.
With a 37, I'll add one more fact. It was attacked, and it was an engine part caused the ship to shut down. An engine part that wasn't repaired until it was on Palamon.
So it's the old ship we need to get to Palamon then? The one that's currently not missing? That's the ship that needs to be on Palamon?
No, this one's going to be on Palamon.
But
We have to
the
find.
No,
but
it's
the one we're looking for is the one that has the damaged engine that you guys needed to repair the first time.
Yeah, no, that make okay. So we're gonna keep this ship.
You're the
we
ones
need
that
to
have to
put-
strip the other one for parts.
Yes, we have to strip the other one for parts. Yes.
And then leave
So
yourselves
still-
to scraps.
That's okay, because we know we got to this point on scraps.
Okay. Well, let's go then, shall we? We know where it is. We know what we need to do.
Yeah, but it's like a den of pirates.
Then we better
Wait.
make sure our guns work.
Our gun. Do we have more than one gun yet? I can't remember.
I think you have a chain gun, and you
Oh,
have
we do.
in terms of guns, you have just one, just a chain gun, forward pointed chain gun.
Yeah. We had lots of plans. But the best thing is, maybe the other meteor has better guns, and we could just take them off the other meteor and put them on this one.
Deantha,
liked it.
you would actually
It's
know
entirely-
that the other meteor, before it departed, was actually stocked to the nines. You were kind of concerned that all of it was stripped when this ship came back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, So we
Yeah,
need
no,
to...
the other ship rocked. This one sucks.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. So we know we need to go to the Salad Time Nebula. And
Not a single part of that was right. Not a single part of it.
okay.
I love it.
Crispy chicken on spinach with a raspberry moi nebula.
You don't even eat like fruit. How do you
Chicken isn't a fruit.
You said raspberry.
Oh. Is that what it is?
What did you think a raspberry was?
Like alcoholic liquid?
Raspberry?
Well, it's red. I don't know.
Raspberry flavored
Do I
vodka,
look-
man.
Do I look like I know what the names of different... Listen, we're getting off topic. We need to go back to the spinach arugula nebula. Anyway.
Oh, God.
Can't deal with this.
We need to go in slowly and try to figure out, maybe through some scanning, the best path forward. Because I guarantee you, if we charge into the pirate kingdom, we're going to get shafted. They will have 2 meteors, and they will control time.
I mean, we do have the benefit of being in a ship that nobody would want to steal.
They're pirates. They would steal a bathtub. They're pirates.
Of all the things
for
to
fun.
say that they would steal, why was bathtub the first thing you said?
I've never seen one.
We need to go. We're going. We need to go. We need to go.
When did we stop thinking about start thinking about ourselves as good people who wouldn't fit in with pirates?
Oh, we could fit in with pirates.
Oh yeah. It's not that we won't fit in, it's that they will shoot us.
Like,
We should shoot them first.
Diantha's
On
are
the
like missing an arm or something, right? We
Yeah.
could put a hook on that.
I would absolutely refuse to do that.
But you look
Aw.
like a pirate.
Yeah.
on the
Why is
on
nobody
the outside, on the outside, does the ship we're in not look like the other one does, more or less?
Just like a not as advanced.
Yeah,
version.
just not as a fully equipped version of.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you got to remember that when you see something that looks similar to something you've seen before, you don't automatically assume that it's that thing in a different time period. You just assume it's the same model ship. It's oh, look how close that looks to it. It's not it though. They're not like, oh my god, time travel is real.
I understand goblins get that a lot.
All right. Let's get going to this place. We can go quietly. We can go guns a-blazing, but we need to get moving. We are on a time crunch.
It would be
A
Literally.
literal time crunch.
Gun a-blazing.
Guns.
All right.
Frank is gonna kill us yet.
Let's head to the the crouton
Roosevelt.
Caesar salad nebula.
Yeah. All right.
Yes.
Assume
Where-
your positions. I assume I can safely bet who's taking which position on the ship.
Science
Mhm.
officer.
Gunnery.
Yeah.
Engineering.
For Greg, engineering, and captain for Diantha. All right. Assume you guys are heading there right now. You're going to your spots at this moment.
Yeah,
Yep.
I
Yeah.
guess so. I mean,
Yeah.
we should be fine, right?
I'm gonna
Should
put
be.
the
We'll
soup
find
into a
out.
bowl.
Okay. So you guys spool up the your drift drive and you activate that, and that's lucky. With that, you head on into drift. Mr. Grek, it is going to take you 1 day to get to the Siluran belt. Your drift travel. I rolled very well for you.
Okay.
So, you have a day in transit to get your affairs in order. What would you like to do? Because I think you gave yourselves like a week before the whole Palamon situation.
Something like that.
Yeah, so you're fine.
Yeah,
So-
we give ourselves some leeway before
Travel
the
time. So is there anything you guys wish to take care of for this next day, or shall I skip this day and just go right to the arrival?
I'm going to spend the day rooting through the computer records I found and just making a note of stuff that I thought before was a glitch in the system, but now making a note of the dates to try to create a timeline of what we might have to do. You know what I mean? Of like areas that we were at.
Okay. So what
I mean-
we'll do for this, that's Excellent. What we're going to do for this is kind of what I've done in some other games, is we're going to treat this as like a research challenge. So basically,
Sure.
You've got 1 day. So assuming you're going to take a full night's rest, you have 2, kind of like how you do in Cthulhu, you got 2 research periods. If you roll really well, you might get to be able to make a second roll in the same period of time, but you get 2 4-hour blocks to play with here. So what is the... So instead of being kind of generic and open-ended, because that... I mean, you've seen how noodle festy this time loop is. If there's a particular thing you'd like to know about and research further to draw attention on, we'll start with that one and go from there.
Okay, so does anyone have any ideas of what I should research?
We need to find
Pirate Lord currently. And how do we avoid him? I guess. Would there be anything like something like that? Not necessarily the Pirate Lord, but somebody that we should be avoiding.
Well, the computer files I found just were in regards to where this ship was and
Okay.
what we were doing.
Okay.
But is there... Because, I mean, okay, so basically maybe... Where was this ship maybe... No, how do we do that? Like, this version of the ship, because on the record I looked up, it showed that this ship was left on Parliament. You know what I mean?
Could you research before it entered the belt where it entered in the belt?
I think we got a general idea that it was attacked, which means pirates have it.
That's true, but could you see exactly where in the belt it was attacked?
Could I use a 4-hour chunk? I know it's not going to give us a more exact location. I know that.
But we scan for like a distress signal or something?
Or, well, I mean, it was shut down, but spend more time deep diving into the transponder data. Maybe even just narrow it down to one asteroid belt or one...
No, okay, you're going to give me a survival check.
Survival.
Yeah. If anybody assists, they can assist using computer skill, but to trace star charts and bits of information like that, that's more like space survival.
Okay, how about this? Before anybody rolls, how good are people at survival? Because I'm shit. Let's try.
Not good.
What was that?
I have 9 points in survival.
Okay.
We have 8.
Okay. So we'll
Greg is pretty good.
Yeah, but okay.
But he's
Don't
the
have to.
Omnigrek.
Well, how about
Could I make an argument? I have a profession in strategy as a strategist skill. Could I use that to assist?
How does that work? That's an ability you have?
Well, I just have like one of my skills is profession, and my profession is strategist. So.
Oh, yeah, if you want to assist with that, you could.
Okay, so what's your plus on strategist?
8.
Okay. How about, so other people get a chance to roll? This way, Cliptic could roll to help either Greg or Diantha. You know what I mean? Like, that way other people get to roll.
Yeah. Diantha, you'll be helping Cliptic. Cliptic's the one that's going to be piecing together the where because of the astrogation chart. So I will let so you can roll there, Cliptic, and then Diantha, you're basically giving Cliptic a +2.
Okay.
So I get +2 from Diantha?
Yep.
So that's 26 in total.
Wow, okay. Yeah. You can pinpoint the exact positioning that the actual attack took place. Now, once the attack happened, like I said, the ship got damaged and it shut down, so you do not know where it would have been stored, but you know exactly where the attack happened. So you can go right there. There's no point in me saying it specifically happened here. The entire system is a bunch of rocks. You just know which one it was.
Now, for the last 4 hours, could I, as the engineer, or computer expert, whatever, touch up our sensors to follow a damaged warp signature, like a damaged, where the ship was damaged, it was probably leaking chemical or something, but find a way to, from the attack site.
Yeah, I see where you're going with this. Here's the fun fact. That's not a software thing. Someone's going to have to go out on the hull and do some hardware maintenance to the sensor array outside to do any kind of upgrades. Now, one thing I will say about the drift, this is not Star Trek. This is not like Star Trek, Star Wars, any of that stuff where it's like space is moving at a mile a minute outside, and as soon as you step outside, it's like letting go of a piece of gum outside your car window. It's not that. The drift is literally an alternate dimension that you just travel at regular speeds in, but it allows you to pop out at different places in the real world. So you can stand outside on the ship and have no adverse effects, short of whatever the fuck's flying around in the drift that chooses to drop down on the ship. It's up to you, really, but you're not going to go flying if you step outside.
Okay. And because it's a hardware thing, it would probably make sense for Flinch to go in there.
I wish you good luck.
Crap.
What could go wrong?
I'm never going to see the Taco Belt.
That's another brand that doesn't sponsor us. The whole few brands.
Taco.
The Taco Belt is the belts that you wear after you've eaten too many tacos.
It's like a bunch of holsters with tacos in them. I kind of want one.
Oh, even better.
It's like burritos and like holsters, like scroll things. Instead of a scroll, it's a scroll holster with a burrito.
We're gonna get food for copyright.
Can't copyright a burrito. It's food. It's this real type of food.
So, I'm going to tell everyone that I'm going to go out onto the hull and work on the sensors.
Tim going with you?
I'm gonna risk Tim on this.
You look over at Tim. His knees are like clacking together. He's like, "Oh no."
Wait, I might need my best apprentice for this.
Oh no.
No! To stay inside the ship and make sure I don't die.
Oh thank God. I'm not good at that.
Does everyone think that's a good idea? Help us track down the ship that way?
Are you fishing for people to say, no, Flinch, don't go out into the middle of drift space. You'll die.
Will I? I mean,
Come
on.
Yeah.
Watch.
We'll remember you.
No,
Wow.
you won't.
Not fondly, but we'll remember you.
Jesus Christ, talk about having friends.
I don't know why I didn't go out on the hull before. Christ.
That's really dark.
This is going places.
Yeah,
All
it's an objective truth. I turn around and start.
Oh, snap.
Suits up. All right, so Mr. Flinch, by yourself, heading out into the. You get to the cargo bay and you seal it up behind you to prevent, opening up to the vacuum of drift. You open up the main cargo bay, and before you.
Oh.
No, you're not going yet. Okay, never mind.
No, I'm assuming that I am attached to some kind of guide wire or something, or thing, so I can get pulled back in, right?
Sure, if you want to.
Yeah,
You could treat survival checks at +2.
Greg can tie a bunch of gravy rags together and put them around your waist and like hold
+1.
on to the other end.
No.
Laurel is standing at the doors watching this whole thing go down.
All right, Flinch. Any survival checks you make for space survival are at +2 because you have tethered yourself to the ship. All right. Now, when the door opens up, as usual, normally when you're out in the depths of space, it's that dark pitch inky black with those little pinpricks of light throughout and a couple of colors depending on where you're at. No. The drift is a rainbow of colors. So lots of pinks, whites, and purples. All swirling around. You can actually see chunks of land mass and planetoids and strange things moving off in the distance that are kind of drifting past at different various speeds and distances from the ship itself. But yeah, you can start wandering about aboard the ship.
Yeah. I'm gonna look back at Tim and tell him, "Don't let me die," and then I will wander toward the sensors where I have to do the work.
So the window you look back to, you see Laurel's head, and then underneath her head in the little viewport is Tim just like holding on to the edge looking. All right. Yeah. I need you to make me +2 survival check.
This is going to go poorly. I just know when I get there, it's probably an engineering check for the sensors, but to get there, problem. I have a total of 11.
Okay.
Great.
It's not great.
Worse.
But it's not what you're doing is not super complicated. You're literally just scaling the side of the ship with a tether on it. You've got magnetic boots, like you have a full space suit. You make your way on up there. 11. It's not so bad. However, I will say that while you were headed on up there.
No.
11. That was bad. Okay. So while you're headed on up there, you do kind of like skitter a little bit, and you just scrape a little bit of the plating at the bottom of your boots, and your boots kind of get a little weaker, and your feet, you're kind of like crawling with just your hands at one point. You're a little worried that, oh my god, I'm gonna go flying. You do pull yourself back, and it is not the smoothest of rides, but with an 11 you are able to make it to the check, but with no additional bonuses. You're stressed, so you can now perform yourself an engineering check while you're here.
27. I actually rolled bad, but 27.
27 is bad. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
I got a +19 engineering.
Holy fuck. Alright, so yes, you are able to set up the array so that you could follow, especially since it's this ship's signature. If the ship had a conscience, it would be very confused. But, what is your KAC?
Well, I'm assuming because I'm in a spacesuit, I wouldn't be wearing armor. Because if the spacesuit gets punctured, I'm fucked, right? Like, would I?
What kind of armor were you wearing before?
Well, I have the Yosoki refractor armor. Right, everyone should have new armor. That's what.
Is it like heavily plated, or is it like a light armor?
It's a light armor.
You'd be able to wear it under your suit.
Okay, fair enough.
So that's beneficial. If it's medium or heavy, you can't wear this spacesuit over top of it.
So the KAC with that armor is 21.
Okay. So as you are putting in the last finishing touches, you kind of like grab on with your hand, you swing yourself around, letting your feet kind of freely swing around. There is, at the last second before it makes contact, there is some kind of winged giant bat-like creature with these tendrils that are kind of like spectral tendrils, dreadlocks almost, kind of pouring out of the head, and these hag-like fingers that kind of reach out to try and grab onto you, and it does knock you to the side of it. You have accomplished your work, but you're now holding on to the array at the top of the ship, and this void hag has now brought itself around to attack you. Thank you for listening to this episode of Spacers. If you have any suggestions of what you would like us to do next, please leave us comments and messages on Ko-fi and Facebook. Leave us a review on your platform of choice, as it really does help. Until then, our next episode of Spacers will be on Tuesday, September 28th. Until then, our new episode of Spacers will be up on Tuesday, September 28th. The call is still, unfortunately, on hiatus, with Derek in emergency services and the rest of us trying to get back to work once things have kind of opened up. It's been tight trying to get our schedules together. But rest assured, we are trying our best to find ways for us to meet in person again in front of the mics. Music and ambient tracks in this episode licensed through Triune Films and Artlist. Your players this evening were Bailey Yarkey, Derek Snow, Elizabeth Wells, Janessa Colson, Lindsay Delansky. I was your host and GM, Zach Barrett. Have a good night, everyone, and we'll see you next time.